Education at OUM Planajaya is required to present a 10 minutes presentation on the creative thinking in classroom. Creative thinking in the classroom to create a better teaching and learning process. First of all, what is creative? Creativity is considered to be an immeasurable natural ability. Creativity is the most difficult thinking skills to acquire and also the most sought after. We value it in our music, our entertainment, technology and other aspects of our existence. We appreciate and yearn for it because it makes our understandings and can make our life easier. Creativity always starts with imagination. And history shows that things we imagine are later actually created. Students, creativity is the highest order of thinking. It should be in the forefront of learning environments and an end goal. When students create what they imagine, they are in the driver's seat. What are some ways then as educators that we promote creativity in our classrooms? First, we must embrace creativity as part of learning. Create a classroom that recognizes creativity. You may want to design awards or bulletin boards to showcase different ways of solving a problem or creative solutions to a real-world scenario. Next, use the most effective strategies. Research shows that the most successful approaches was creative arts, media-oriented programs and art and crafts. Programs that incorporate cognitive and emotional functioning were the most successful. Other than that, we can set up learning creativities and activities that allow students to explore their creativity in relevant, interesting and worthwhile ways. As a teacher, we should always value creativity and celebrate by rewarding it. As the flipped classroom models gain popularity, education is becoming less about dictation and more about guided interactions. Teachers can encourage in-class brainstorming sessions so that their students feel free to voice their opinions and ideas. Creative team building, sometimes it's fun to just get the kids together and do some team building. A classroom should be a collaborative environment where students work together to support everyone's learning. Students love to solve problems. They will always come up with creative ways to solve problems if you give them enough time. In fact, all of the skills that students have picked up in the classroom can be seen when you give them a problem and time to solve it outside of the classroom. Classroom environment has been showed elements of creativity, which makes the lessons more interesting and interactive. Creative classrooms can really transform the way students acquire education and how they apply it in their real life. Reflective activities is another way, where you provide students with an opportunity to observe information more deeply, enhancing their creative and contextual understanding of the content. When reflective learning exercises are displayed visually in the classroom, they became of benefit not only to those who share them but to every student in your class. This word of mindset moment is one example of this principle in action. By encouraging students to pin their learnings or shifted mindset to the board, this provides a great opportunity for guided reflection. So you can see there are some boards here where I pin all their creative works, and here is another creative artwork that they have done. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Tell me and I forgot. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn." So, hands-on learning is a good way to apply a creative twist to traditional course content and engage students on a deeper level. Furthermore, we can also give students direct feedback on their creativity. Lots of students don't realize how creative they are or get feedback to help them incorporate creative into their self-concept. So this might help the students to develop their creativity within themselves. And lastly, encourage more colors. Color in the classroom doesn't only need to be for early primary school. Challenge yourself to use colors in creative and inspirational and also conventional ways, such as displaying posters or creating teamwork corners. Color can also be an incredibly powerful tool to aid students' imagination and investigation of ideas. Our collections found of knowledge would languish. We do need assessment to determine what students learn and understand. But we can incorporate imagination in the creation of those assessments to ensure that students' creative thoughts and higher executive functions are incorporated into their assessment experiences, said one of a researcher in Planning for Curiosity, 4 simple strategies you can master. So, creativity could be encouraged along with technical knowledge since the two go hand in one hand. So, and maybe more importantly, creativity focuses life with a different sort of depth and richness. To be creative means to be in love with life. So, we should always encourage our kids to be more creative so that they can develop their creativity thinking skills and higher order thinking skills in order for them to get ready for their outside world and workforce. Label them as creative and critical thinking skills. So I display all my kids' work here. This is for numeracy for preschool. So if you see, for this, I involve both the plus and minus in one worksheet. So they have to be thinking whether they have to open their fingers or close their fingers in order for them to do the minus and the plus. For here, they will be creating their own subtraction number sentence where I will just give them the boxes. So they have to put on their own number and solve the problems over here. This is very high level thinking because they will be thinking of how to get the correct numbers here. Since we cannot put a smaller number at the front, so the kids will be using their higher level thinking skills in order for them to solve this problem. So if you go around the classroom, I have displayed all their works where there are a lot of colors in it. So you can see. So if you can see, this is a group work where I done this with my kids in this classroom for learning one more and one less. So if you see, this is more on a game. So they will be coming in front of the classroom and they will ask who has one more than 5. So those kids who have the number 6, they will stand up and give the card to their friends. So the process will go on until they finish with all the questions, and then they will come to the place and stick the question and the answer on the manila card. So this is very interesting for them since they love to play the games and they love to decorate it. So if you see, this is my kids' work where it's very colorful and they draw whatever they want. So I didn't restrain them from what to draw or what to color. So they are free to play with their creativity along with their work here. Many experts in psychology and education argue that creativity skills are psychological skills needed for success in school and also in the future workforce. So as such, schools have a duty to teach them and value them. Classrooms where children are supported in their eagerness to explore relationships and materials without fear, where teachers are prepared to unearth resources to satisfy children's creativity, thus to know are classrooms where creativity is likely to blossom and grow. So, after this, I will show around my classroom where I display all my children's creativity and artwork that they have done. Thank you so much and hope all my sharings will be beneficial for all of you. Goodbye and thanks for watching.